Hello, everyone. Do you ever think about your future? Do you have big hopes for what you want to do or become? Today, we are talking about your dreams and your goals, what you want to achieve. It's an important topic for your daily talks and even for English interviews. Welcome to English and You. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to improve your English every day. Alex, I'm so excited about today's topic, dreams and goals. It sounds very inspiring. But first, for our listeners who are just starting with English, can you tell us what is a dream and what is a goal? Are they the same thing?
That's a great question, Sarah, and it's important to understand the difference. Let's start with dream. A dream is often something you wish for. It's usually big, maybe a little bit like a fantasy. It's something you hope for in the future, but maybe you don't have a clear plan yet.
Like, I dream of flying to the moon. Is that a good example?
Exactly. That's a perfect example of a dream. It's a big wish. Or, I dream of living in a beautiful castle. It's a nice thought, but maybe not very specific, and you don't have a step-by-step plan to make it happen right now.
Okay, so a dream is a big wish, often without a clear plan. What about a goal?
A goal is different. A goal is also something you want to achieve, but it's usually more specific. It's something you plan to do. You can work towards a goal, you can measure your progress.
So, if my dream is to fly to the moon, what would be a goal related to that?
Well, a goal could be, my goal is to learn more about space travel, or my goal is to save money for a trip to a space museum. These are specific actions you can take. You can plan them, you can check if you did them.
I see. So a dream is big and general, and a goal is specific and actionable. That makes sense. Can you give us another simple example, Alex?
Sure, let's say you love animals. Your dream might be, I dream of helping all the animals in the world. That's a wonderful, big dream.
Yes, a very kind dream.
Now, a goal related to that dream could be, my goal is to volunteer at an animal shelter every Saturday. Or, my goal is to study to become a veterinarian. These are specific steps. You can see when you volunteer, or you can study. You can work towards them.
Wow, that really helps to understand the difference. So dreams are inspiring, and goals are the steps we take to make those dreams possible, or at least to move towards them.
Exactly. Dreams give us direction. They inspire us. Goals are the roadmap, the practical steps.
Okay, so we understand dream and goal. Now, why are they important, Alex? Why do we talk about them?
They are very, very important, Sarah, for many reasons. First, dreams and goals give us motivation. They give us a reason to wake up in the morning. If you have a goal, you know what you are working for.
Yes, like when I want to learn a new word in English every day, that's a small goal, and it makes me excited to open my English book.
Perfect example. That small goal gives you motivation. Second, dreams and goals help us to grow. When you try to achieve something new, you learn new things. You develop new skills.
So if my goal is to speak English fluently, I will learn new words, new grammar, I will practice speaking, I will grow.
Absolutely. You will grow a lot. And third, dreams and goals give us a sense of purpose. They help us to feel that our life has meaning. We are not just living day to day, we are building towards something.
That's beautiful, Alex. So motivation, growth, and purpose. Very important. Now, let's talk about how we can discuss our dreams and goals in daily conversation. What are some simple phrases we can use?
For daily conversation, we can keep it very simple and casual. You can ask someone, what are your dreams? Or what are your goals?
And how can I answer that?
You can say, my dream is to travel the world, or my goal is to learn English well. We use is to after my dream or my goal.
My dream is to travel the world. My goal is to learn English well. Got it. What if I want to talk about something I really, really want to do?
You can use I want to. This is very common and simple. For example, I want to visit Japan next year. This sounds like a goal, right? It's specific.
Yes, I want to visit Japan next year. That's a clear plan. What about something I hope for, but maybe don't have a strong plan yet?
For that, you can use I hope to. For example, I hope to speak English very well someday. This is a bit like a dream, but you're expressing a strong wish.
I hope to speak English very well someday. That's a nice way to say it. So my dream is to, my goal is to, I want to, and I hope to. These are good for daily talk.
Yes, those are excellent starting points for casual conversation. Let's practice a little. Sarah, what is one of your dreams?
My dream. My dream is to write a book one day, a children's book.
That's a wonderful dream, Sarah. And what is a goal you have related to that dream?
A goal related to that. Well, my goal is to write for 30 minutes every day, even if it's just a few sentences.
Perfect. You see how the dream inspires the goal, and the goal is specific and actionable. You can easily check if you wrote for 30 minutes, right?
Yes, I can. Okay, Alex, what about you? What is one of your dreams?
One of my dreams is to build a small house by the sea.
Oh, that sounds lovely. And what is a goal related to that dream?
A goal related to that dream is to save money every month, and another goal is to learn some basic carpentry skills.
Oh, so you can help build it yourself. That's very practical. I understand now how dreams and goals work together.
Yes, they are a team. And for our listeners, try to think about your own dreams and goals. What do you want to do? What do you hope for?
Yes, pause the podcast for a moment if you like, and think of your own answers using my dream is to or my goal is to. It's great practice. Now, Alex, we talked about daily conversation, but what about a more serious situation, like an English interview for a job or for school? How do we talk about dreams and goals then?
That's a very important part, Sarah. In an interview, the interviewer wants to know if you are motivated, if you plan for the future, and if your goals match the job or the school you are applying for.
So it's not just about my personal dream of flying to the moon, right?
Exactly. In an interview, you need to focus on professional goals or academic goals if it's for school. The language should be a bit more formal, but still clear and simple for beginners.
Okay, what kind of questions might an interviewer ask about dreams and goals?
A common question is, what are your long-term goals? Or where do you see yourself in 5 years? Sometimes they might ask, what are your career aspirations?
Long-term goals. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Career aspirations. Okay, these sound a bit more serious than what are your dreams?
Yes, they are. And when you answer, you should connect your goals to the job or the school. Show them you are serious and you have thought about your future.
How can I answer, what are your long-term goals using simple English?
You can start by saying, my long-term goal is to, and then you talk about something relevant. For example, if you are applying for a job as a customer service representative, you could say, my long-term goal is to become an excellent customer service manager.
Oh, so it's a goal that grows from the position I'm applying for.
Precisely. It shows ambition and a clear path. Or if you are applying for an English course, you could say, my long-term goal is to become fluent in English and use it in my professional life.
That's a great example for our listeners. My long-term goal is to become fluent in English and use it in my professional life. Very clear.
Another phrase you can use is I aim to. Aim means you have a target, a goal. For example, I aim to develop my skills in specific area over the next few years.
I aim to develop my skills in marketing over the next few years. That sounds very professional. What about where do you see yourself in 5 years? How can I answer that simply?
For that question, you can say, in 5 years, I see myself, and then describe a realistic professional growth. For example, in 5 years, I see myself as a key member of a successful team contributing to the company's growth.
In 5 years, I see myself as a key member of a successful team, contributing to the company's growth.
So I show that I want to stay with the company and grow with them.
Exactly. It shows loyalty and ambition. And remember, keep your answers positive and focused on what you can bring to the company or school.
So in an interview, it's about connecting my personal growth with the organization's success.
Yes, that's the key. Show them you are a good fit and that you have a clear vision for your future and how that future can benefit them.
This is very helpful, Alex. So we've covered dreams, big wishes, goals, specific plans, why they're important, how to talk about them casually, and how to talk about them in an interview. What other simple vocabulary can help our listeners when talking about this topic?
Good question, Sarah. Let's think of a few more simple words. You can use ambition. Ambition is a strong desire to do or achieve something. It's similar to a strong dream or goal.
Like, my ambition is to become a doctor. Yes, that's a good example. It's a very strong desire and usually involves a lot of work. Another word is plan. We use plan all the time. I plan to travel next year. My plan is to finish my project by Friday.
So, plan is very practical, like a goal.
Yes, a plan is a set of steps to achieve a goal. Very practical. You can also use hope. We talked about I hope to, but you can also say my hope is to. It's similar to my dream is to, but maybe a little less grand.
My hope is to pass my English exam.
Perfect. And two more useful verbs, achieve and reach. When you complete a goal, you achieve it or you reach it. I want to achieve my goal. I want to reach my target.
So if my goal is to learn 10 new English words this week and I learn them, I can say I achieved my goal or I reached my goal.
Exactly. It's a great feeling to achieve your goals. It motivates you for the next ones.
I agree. It's like a small victory. So to recap some words: dream, goal, ambition, plan, hope, achieve, reach. These are very useful.
Yes, and remember to use them in simple sentences. My dream is to. My goal is to. I want to. I hope to. I plan to. I aim to.
And when talking about them, it's good to think about why you have that dream or goal. For example, if my dream is to travel the world, why? Maybe because I want to learn about different cultures. If my goal is to learn English, why? Maybe because I want a better job.
That's a very important point, Sarah. Understanding the why behind your dreams and goals makes them stronger. It gives them more meaning. And in an interview, explaining the why shows your motivation.
So it's not just my long-term goal is to be a manager, but my long-term goal is to be a manager because I want to lead a team and help them succeed.
Exactly. That adds so much more depth to your answer. It shows your thinking process. It shows your values.
Wow, this is really useful advice. For beginners, it's important to keep the answers short and simple at first, right? But with practice, they can add more details, like the why.
Absolutely. Start simple. My goal is to learn English. Then, as you get more confident, you can add, my goal is to learn English because I want to work for an international company. Slowly build up your sentences.
That's a great strategy. Let's do a little role play. I'll be the interviewer and you can be the person applying for a job, Alex. I'll ask you about your goals.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hello, Alex. Thank you for coming today. Can you tell me, what are your long-term goals?
My long-term goal is to grow professionally within a company where I can use my skills in communication. I aim to take on more responsibilities and contribute to team success.
Very good, Alex. And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself in a leadership role, perhaps managing a small team. I hope to use my experience to mentor new employees and help them develop their own skills.
Excellent answers, Alex. You connected your goals to the company, you showed ambition, and you showed a desire to help others. Very clear and simple.
Thank you, Sarah. Now let's reverse roles. I'll be the interviewer. Sarah, what are your long-term goals?
My long-term goal is to become a skilled podcast host and producer. I want to create engaging content that helps people learn and grow.
That's a fantastic goal, Sarah. And why is that your long-term goal?
It's my long-term goal because I love connecting with people and sharing knowledge. I believe learning should be fun and accessible, and I want to be a part of making that happen.
Wonderful answer, Sarah. You clearly explained your goal and the why behind it. You made it personal and connected it to your passion. This is exactly what listeners should aim for.
Thank you, Alex. That was good practice. So, for our listeners, remember to think about your own answers to these questions. It's not just about understanding English, but about being able to express your own thoughts.
Yes, and don't be afraid to start small. Your first goal might be to learn one new English word today, or to listen to this podcast again. Every small step helps you reach bigger dreams.
I love that, Alex. Small steps lead to big dreams. And speaking of dreams, many of our listeners' dreams include speaking English fluently.
Yes, and that's a perfect example of a dream that can be broken down into many achievable goals. For example, a goal could be to practice speaking for 10 minutes every day, or to learn 5 new vocabulary words each week, or to watch an English movie once a month.
So, if someone's dream is to speak English fluently, they should set many small goals to get there.
Exactly. Break it down, make it manageable, and celebrate each small goal you achieve. That keeps you motivated.
That's such good advice for any dream or goal, not just for English. So, Alex, just to be super clear for our beginners, can you give one more very clear example distinguishing a dream from a goal?
Of course, let's use something simple, like a house. Your dream might be, I dream of living in a big house with a swimming pool and a huge garden. That's a lovely big dream.
Yes, a beautiful dream.
Now, a goal related to that dream could be, my goal is to save money every month for a down payment on a house. Or, my goal is to get a promotion at work next year to earn more money for a bigger house.
Ah, the dream is the picture in my head, and the goal is the action I take to try and make that picture real.
Precisely. One is the vision, the other is the action plan. Both are important.
This has been incredibly helpful, Alex. I feel much clearer about how to talk about dreams and goals, both casually and in more formal situations. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, Sarah. I hope our listeners feel more confident now, too.
Absolutely. And to our amazing listeners, thank you for joining us today on English and You. We hope you feel inspired to think about your own dreams and goals.
Yes, think about them, write them down, and start taking those small steps towards achieving them.
Don't forget to like this episode, subscribe to our channel for more English lessons, and share it with your friends who are also learning English.
See you next time.
Bye for now.